There's a point at which pride and purpose become self-destruction and delusion, friend. But if you insist on continuing to punish yourself, then I suggest you venture into the woods. Unnaturally frozen and home to terrors they may be, but they also contain one of the beacons to which you've dedicated yourself. And who knows what other treasures might be found there beneath the snow and ice. Mornstead may be little but a blood-soaked ruin at this point. But the truth is that the rest of the world isn't far behind on the same path. Even without the help of those grotesque Rogar. Our world is more conflicted than ever, with men of all stations, nations, and creeds at odds. They need someone to unite them and lead them, before they all tear each other apart like dogs. You look tired, friend. Haven't you already suffered enough? You look tired, friend.
Ah, you again. Gerlinda found herself a place to do a little business. She hasn't seen any other Groak since arriving in this shithole kingdom. But Groak or human, sturdy armor and lethal weapons are a universal language. Speaking of business, Gerlinde has something you might be able to help with. She's looking for some items this whining bag of bones left in Mornstead a long time ago.
Gerlinda is undeserving of what she seeks, traveler. And self-centered besides. You would do well not to aid her in...
You know full well the agony Gerlinda can inflict on you as long as you wear those manacles, Sparky.
My name is not...
Silence! Annoying as he is, Sparky does possess certain very rare knowledge, which he refuses to share. But he carves this knowledge in crystal. And now Gerlinda wants those crystal tablets to help in her runesmithing. So, if you find any in your travels, bring them to Gerlinda and she'll do right by you.
As I would not to Gerlinda, I will not reveal the locations of the tablets to you, traveler, even upon pain of death. Selfish and avaricious as Gerlinda is, traveler, she is indeed skilled. It's no small feat to smith magic-infused manacles such as the one she used to bind me to her when she found me, weakened and injured. I watched the cataclysmic death of a universe, and came as close to my own death as I ever have in all my eons, only to then find myself once again in this world. now a slave. I have traveled to countless realities and borne witness to wonders beyond measure. And yet, eventually, time numbed me to all of it. I had cast off my mortal form long ago with no regret, but I was a fool to discard my humanity. I see that now. But my renewed appreciation for life, for experience, for freedom, is only made more bitter regret by my current enslavement. I only desire to be free once more, to...
Oh, boo-hoo! Woe is me! Get back to work while Gerlinda still has use for you.
I only desire to be free once more, to...
Oh, get back to work while Gerlinda...
I'd heard things in Mornstead were bad, but this... Centuries of madness and slaughter. Atrocity upon atrocity, committed by man and Rogar alike. If all this really resulted from the presence of the rune, then... whatever boons it might offer, don't forget that lamp is a burden. But it's your burden, so bear it. Never turn to someone else to carry it for you. Whatever boons, but it's your... Never turn to someone else.
You can't just run off like this. You had everyone at the orphanage worried sick. I know it's not easy, but it can be a frightening place at times, so I want to give you something very special I've had since I was a little girl. When I used to get scared, I'd hold it very, very tightly, and that's when it would reveal its magic to me. And I'd know there was no need to be afraid. So the next time you get scared, I want you to be a brave girl and do the same thing. Understand? There's nothing to be afraid of, Eliane. I promise.
Hello, Lampy. A nice man with a little moustache told me he saw the baddies taking Melchior towards the castle, and this was how to get there. And look, I found the helmet. The head that were in it fell right out and it fit perfect. That's a good sign, that is. Melchior said Mornstead were going to be the answer to all our problems. I don't know what problems we had, but Melchior knows best. Yes, he does. He'll sort everything out when I find him. Blimey, ain't half warm round here, though. The inserts and the fools are getting sleepy. Isn't that right, pal? See? Ooh, that hit the spot. I feel like I could run a million billion miles. No monster better get in me way or it'll be for them. Look out, baddies. Melchior, here I come. Look out, baddies. Melchior, here I come.
down there. I just can't. It's not the darkness or the hazards. It's the things the darkness shows you. It whispers to you. I close my eyes at night, and every time it's like I'm back down in the mine. Like I'm trapped, and I'll never escape, and I can't breathe, and there's something looming over me. Over the whole world. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
music on the horizon. Perhaps that's what will fill the holes in the world. I'll dance in its wake, pluck it from the air and bring it home. It's not so far away. Not so far at all.
That heretical umbral lamp, and the Dark Crusader, as are you.
Several of our sacred texts tell of Saint Latimer, a noble knight, and most devout follower of Our Lady, canonized after he sacrificed himself to help show the hallowed sentinels what was necessary for the greater good. Many have given their lives to sustain the beacons, but Latimer was the first, and remains one of our most venerated figures. That stone, it looks different somehow, but I know it. When I was a girl at the orphanage, there was a very kind woman, Iris. She gave it to me. This was before the hallowed sentinels found me. I felt so afraid and alone, but Iris helped me overcome my fears. I lost the stone long ago, but now here it is again, all these years later. I wish I could say the same at the orphanage. And Iris?
A Ravager's Rosary. While the Dark Crusaders have never established a formal presence in Mornstead, as you can see, our reach knows no bounds. As a former Ravager himself, Imperator Jacob would be pleased to see this return to the Aphotic Sanctum. Vanguards are well versed in infiltrating secluded and hostile territories, and Mornstead is certainly both. Let the presence of this rosary serve as a reminder to you that wherever sin may fester, it will always be found and expunged by the Dark Crusaders. You serve a higher purpose, Crusader. To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
Poor thing. Why such sadness in your gaze? Shall I sprout petals of flame? Will that make you smile? Save your tears to water the ashes of your siblings. Save your... He never knew his own face. No one to tell him how beautiful he was. We're all but flesh draped in woven gazes. Listen to the mouths drooling gossip. She's uncovered her hair and hasn't had a change of dress in ages. Outward, the lovely lace. Inward, the weight of the stairs we face. Acceptable attire in which to mourn the lingering absence of a little lord. The noble people of Moonstead, carved from the cold rock and baptized in the blood of innocence. The noble carved from the cold... Ah, my invitation reached you. Kindness, perhaps, for both of us.
Honored nobles and fellow visionaries, you placed your trust in me. And did I not deliver on all of my promises? Your coffers overflow. Your influence has never been greater. And your every little desire and indulgence are fulfilled. As you deserve, as it should be. And while there are those who look upon us with contempt, who call us decadent, callous, depraved, these are merely the ignorant and envious whinings of the irrelevant. And what you have achieved so far thanks to my guidance, well, that is merely the beginning.
So the tablets are all here. Just one more left, human.
Traveler, there is often no greater misjudgment than power being placed in the hands of one unfit for it. And Galinda's calloused hands and heart will only bring misery with the power of the runes. The final tablet, bring it to me, and I...
No funny ideas, you treacherous dog. Remember, as long as you're wearing those manacles, if I die, you die. Galinda's already learning so much. She'll see those idiots back in Sturlevo choke on their words.
Another like you roams Mornstead, traveler. A man I encountered long ago. One already burdened then. A burden which has only increased enormously in the years since. And taken a heavy toll. And prolonged exposure to that obscure force so baneful to humanity. And his is a bleak, ruinous road.
Enough chit-chat. There's work to be done. Enough chit-chat. There's work...
Good thing I've got thick, sturdy boots, because crossing some parts of that burning ruin they call Lower Calrath is like walking on hot coals. Still, when you grow up in Perdam, you quickly learn what true heat is. I've never been too fond of fire. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Perdamish Crusades, and there was one about what the Dark Crusaders did to every man, woman, and child in one small village. That left an impression. They may worship Orius, but it's clear as day why Judge Cleric parted ways with the Church of Orion Radiance. I've never been too fond. My grandfather, and there was one to every man. That left. They may why Judge Cleric.
A key to shadowed halls of the past. Their delights now yours to indulge in, bearer of the lamp. The lamp must be only then.
This land is overflowing with sin, so I expect this undertaking to offer you little difficulty. Also, they are already conflicted.